Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Bat Chat 15555. It's the Tier 9 French SPG, and we're located on the south spawn of Cliff, and the name of the player is Temto 2001. Now, what can I say about this Arty? Well, they built a prototype. It was originally supposed to be built on the chassis of the Bat Chat 25 by Bat Châtillon, but it actually was supposed to also contain components from the M47 chassis, the American tank. But unfortunately it was never accepted. It was actually built as a competitor for the Lorraine series of Artys, the 15550 and the 15551, and you can see it's got a turret, which means it can turn all the way around. Now he's looking down range and looking for a target to shoot at, and he's found a strip 103, but he's hiding behind the houses at the moment. There's a Lorraine 40 ton, the medium tank up on the hill, and there's an Object 430U. The Bat Chat 15555 suffers from less reticule bloom because the turret can actually turn, so the vehicle doesn't actually have to move when it's looking for a new target. But he is relocating, that's to avoid getting hit by counter-battery fire. And he's gone behind those bushes and he's looking for a target. There was the Lorraine 40 for a second, having a quick look at the hill. Okay, got a set of targets now, an ISM behind the hill, but it's a bit difficult to hit at the moment. Now, he's got a solution. Can fire now. Round out. Direct hit! He managed to get 314 hit points of the hit, and 366 hit points from stun assist afterwards. It's a 155mm howitzer. It's very accurate, but it doesn't have a huge damage. But he managed to pick up some stun assist off that shot. Okay, he's loaded, ready to go. Object 430U, he's stopped. Round out. Direct hit right to the engine bay. It's got a 28.76 second reload. Doesn't want to go any further because he'll knock that tree down and that'll let the enemy know where he is. But he has got a target he can fire at up on top of the hill. There's an AMX 1390 up there. Reload's going through. It's got plenty of ammo. 33 rounds left, 2 which are premium rounds, 31 standard. Looks like he's going to try and take out that MX 1390. He doesn't need to bother. The the M40 managed to get there before him. Got the kill. Now there are 3 enemy Arty, an FV207, an SU-14-2, and an M53. But that Object 430U has been taken out. It's a tier 10 game, so he's middle tier, he's tier 9. We just lost our ELC 90, unfortunately. Taken out by their M53-55, who was probably stationary for too long, and that made it an easy kill. And that 40 ton is actually making good shots at our Emil, and unfortunately he's out the game. Bat Chat 25 tons going around the corner to pay a little visit and put some shells into that 40 ton, and he's getting some damage. Can finish him off with the next shot if he can get the kill. Oh, he's taking hits, so he took a hit from the enemy Arty. He's on fire, but he finishes off the 40 ton. He needs to get out of there though quick, otherwise he's going to be finished off. Needs to retreat. Enemy Arty will have him zeroed in. He is retreating. Oh, just took another hit. Looks like he's been tracked as well. And he's staying in that position. And got 2 shells went into that area, but we're looking for enemy Arty. Now, the dip is on the Western Pass is one of the most favoured places for Arty to play. There's the FV207. He's been spotted. He'll know that he's been spotted. His sixth sense will have gone off. But he fires a round in there, gets a nice hit, 261. Now that FV207 is relocating, but we saw where they were for a split second. We know where one of them is. He's up on that rise in grid square A2. And that's the M53-55. And he's just been taken out by the GW Tiger P. Counter battery. SU-101. Well, does 2 critical hits to him. Now he's holding his aim on that spot using his right hand mouse key. But he is going to relocate. So he can take his finger off the key now. And he's dialing in on the SU-101 again. And the reason he's doing that is because he doesn't want to get hit by counter battery fire. Round about there, shoots around in and moves. Oh, and he did get some stun damage there. Well, it looks like his teammates managed to hit the SU-101 or damage him, splash him, because he picked up a lot of stun assist. Object 704, you can get a direct hit into him. Almost reloaded. Oh, no need. The Striv got there. But there's the T10. Now they're down by 1 tank at the moment, so they really do need to catch up and take out one of these tanks. Gets a direct hit on the T10. And he's picked up some stun assist because the T10's gone now. He's taken out by the Tortoise, who's up near the centre part of the hill. Okay, the Foch is going around the outside, so he's probably going to encounter that T57 heavy. Tortoise is on the other side, but he's moving down from the centre position. We've got the Striv, and the others are indicating they ought to move forward, and I think that's a good idea. The Tortoise is saying who's going to protect the Arty. But they obviously need to find targets. The Strivs need to move. They need to get moving. They are moving now. They're coming down from their sniper perch. And they need to find where the enemy Arty and the enemy tanks are so we can actually do something about them. Now, Temto is actually looking in the same place where they were last seen. The Striv 103B and the FV207. Well, he's not there anymore. He's moved. So I think he's going to be a little further over in grid square A4. He would have taken up the position amongst the bushes. There's the T57. Well, he can hit that right away. He's dialing in. And I think the other RT will be dialing in as well. Yep, because that was a round from the enemy RT just there. But the AMX M449, the Liberté, he's been seen. And the Striv 103. Side shot right into the side of the Liberté. And he's moved. He knocked a tree down in doing so, but I think he needs to get into cover because that Striv is getting very, very close. Tortoise is coming up behind him. The other Striv is covering it. The 103 is up on the hill. Or is he on the hill? Oh, he's actually in the dip now. Okay, 103B, almost loaded. HE is going to go into that TD and take him out. Round out, kill shot. 88 hit points, first kill of the game for Temto. And the Liberté's gone as well. Now they're 1 tank ahead. The enemy's still got 2 Arties, but they've only got a tank destroyer and a heavy now. There's the Yag Tiger, the tank destroyer. No, the Foch is opposing him at the moment, so we can help that Foch by putting shots on the Yag Tiger. But there's the T57 heavy on the other side of the hill, and the Striv's stopping here from moving round. Now the Striv is actually facing the opposite way. He's going to try and shoot into the side of the Yag Tiger, and the Yag Tiger's aware of that. So let's put a round into the Yag Tiger. He's side onto us. Round in, and that's a hit. 357 hit points. Moves behind the rock to avoid counter battery. I rather think that the enemy Arty at this moment is going to be trying to focus on damaging the Foch and the Strivs because they don't want their Yag Tiger to be taken out. Ready to shoot in a few seconds. Good go for the Yak Tiger. Round out. Splashes the Yak Tiger for 207. And he picks up, 785. Splash afterwards. 1,129. 1,154 stun assistance. That's a huge amount. And the Yak Tiger's been killed. So it's just this T-57 Heavy now. And he's being faced off by both Strivs. Oh no, not both Strivs. The Striv has actually been killed. The T-57 Heavy's moving. He's being opposed by the Foch. Now, he's reloading. Pulls out. Gets ready to shoot. Works out where the T-57 Heavy's going to likely to be. I think he's behind that house as well. And he's facing a Foch, so he probably doesn't want to move too far. He's got no Arty support now because the Arty's been taken out. So, that good thing is that means Tempto doesn't have to worry about counter-battery fire. But the last remaining enemy is that T-57 Heavy, and he has got a magazine, so he is a particularly dangerous opponent. The Tortoise is getting close to the cap, and that might force the T-57 to move, which will enable the Foch to put some shots into him as well as Tempto. There's a lot of discussion going on in chat as well about how many hit points he has. The Foch is moving. There he is. Okay. And he's behind the house. Difficult shot. But he's going to have to take it. Round out. Oh, and he moves! But he's stunned. He's stunned. That helps the Foch, who's using his magazine. The T-57 using his. Okay, we're going to be loaded in 17 seconds. Probably not going to be long enough though. T-57 must be reloading as well. He's rocking backwards and forwards. Of course, the Tortoise is capping at this moment. Puts the T-57 in a difficult position. He's got to pull back. Right, we're loaded. Now, is he going to shoot? Wait for him to pull back. He's pulling forward. Round out. Oh, it went wide and long. Oh, and the Foch is taking the punishment. But he kills the T-57 and that wins the game. And the win rate is showing as 1622. But I think that might be a bit higher because there were some blind shots in that battle. And it's an ace tanker for Tempto 2001 in the Bat Châtillon 155-55. He also picked up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 10. And he got a Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. And we can see those targets that he hit there. Okay, well, he did fourth highest damage, 2,360 hit points overall. The Striv 103B got the highest with 4,393, followed by the Foch with 3,396 and the Tortoise with 2,735. When it came to kills, the highest was the Tortoise. He managed to get 5 kills in the end. And Tempto was well down the table in 6th place with only 1 kill. But when it came to base XP, he was right at the top of the table with 1,139. And a lot of that was down to the fact that he was tier 9. And a lot of the targets he was firing at were tier 10. So he was taking and doing damage to higher tier opponents. So, detail report. Well, he fired 13 rounds, got 7 direct hits, 7 penetration, 6 splash. Damage of 2,360 hit points, all at more than 300 meters. He hit 8 of the enemy, but only killed 1. And he did stun assistance damage of 4,512 hit points off 12 stuns. On a premium account, he earned 60,608 credits, and after ammunition resupply of 14,560, because these 155mm shells are rather cheap, he still took away 46,048 credits. He received 1,709 XP, but he had a personal reserves bonus going at the same time for 100%, so he took away 3,418 altogether. So yes, it was a very intense battle with good teamwork, and it looked like for a second he was going to have a lot of trouble with that T-57. If he took down the Foch, then he was going to have to actually deal with it, or at least hit the T-57 as he was on his way back to to reset the tortoise. But in the end, he didn't need to worry because the Foch was up to the task and took down the T-57 Heavy. So nice play there, Tempto. Congratulations on your Ace Tanker and your Confederate. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.